Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Kim's Killer Sauces. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to germinate chili seeds. Okay guys, so welcome back. So today basically what I'm going to be showing you is how to grow your own chilies from seeds using a light setup, a mat setup, or even just a little windowsill greenhouse. So basically the things you're going to need to be able to make what you're going to plant for the season is obviously your chili seeds. So as you can see, I have all my awesome chili seeds here. You're going to need any type of seed raising mix. I just got this one from Bunnings, nice and cheap. Again, seed raising mix is a preference. It depends on what you're growing. You can also grow in jiffies, which I'll show you a little bit later. So these are just little jiffy pellets. You add water to them, they expand, and you can plant your seeds in there. We also have these biodegradable seed cells, which is what the seed raising mix is for. So basically what you do, you put your soil in, but again I'm going to show you guys everything I do. Again, another way you can use little mini pots. Again, that's what the seed raising mix is for. Some seed tags, a pen and whatever, so you can write what chilies you're growing on. And this is just a personal preference for me, because I am growing in a tent on a heat mat. I'm going to be using one of the mini greenhouse bottoms just to put on the bottom of the heat mat so they don't get too hot. So basically this is what it's from, one of those little mini greenhouses. So again, I'll show you a way that you can do it like that. But let's get into the way of, we use the biodegradable ones at the moment, and then I'll get that into it and show you guys how that works. But again, we're just opening our bag, making sure we've got enough room to get into there. So I'm just going to put that to the side for now. I might have to lean it up against something. Okay. So now, I just need to put this on the ground, so bear with me. Basically all we're doing is we're filling this with the seed raising mix, and then we're using a seed, but we want to plant the seed about 1 centimeter under the top of the bag. So I'm just going to grab some of my seed raising mix here and fill each cell. I'm not patting it down either, I'm just making sure there's enough soil on each of them. So if you want to just give it a little bit of a wriggle, that's fine too. But we'll just fill all these trays with the seed raising mix, and we'll get to putting our seeds in, and I'll show you guys how I do that. So again, they don't have to be full, because you're putting a little bit more on top afterwards. So basically just full enough. You want to go quite near the top, just give them a little bit of a shake, the cells. I'll just put my seed raising mix on the floor, give them a bit of a shake. As you can see, they're not full to the top. Okay, now we're going to grab our seeds. And we're basically just putting a seed in each of these cell trays. So I'm only going to do a few job at a hutch, so these are just going to be single ones. As you can see, one seed in there, one seed in there. We'll do 4 of these, one seed there, one seed there. So we've got 4 job at a huts in our cell trays. Now, as you can see, our seeds are in there, and basically all you want to do is just fill the top about 1 centimeter above it. So basically this is all we're doing. We don't want to completely bury them, because if we completely bury them, it gives it a longer chance of trying to sprout. So we're literally only grabbing a handful and putting them on each of those. Handful, straight on there. Handful, straight on there. So there our Germinate huts done. It's basically that easy, guys. And then after you've made up your tag names, so again, you've got your bag of tags. So you just get a couple of tags out here. These are Germinate huts. Again, I'm always prepared. I've got pens inside my bag, so I've got pens here. Move these up a bit. And again, these ones are Germinate huts. So essentially, you just want to write what they are. Germinate hut. And basically that's it. You stick. I've got my seed tags are a lot bigger, but you can use whatever size you like. Essentially, just stick it in the soil, and that's it. I'll go through and do the rest of those. And what you want to do after you've filled everything, you want to give them a light spray with a what are they called? A water gun, a light water spray gun, and then just spray each top. But I'll show you guys soon. One that will go straight into my setup, but I'll show you guys that later. We'll get on to our next one, which pots. Again, it's the exact same way. I'm just using mini pots now, so I'll grab a couple out for you now. And basically it's just the same thing, just with little pots. Then I'll show you guys how I do jiffies. Jiffies are a little bit different. I have a little knack that I use so I can get them to sprout up a lot easier. So I've got 6 mini pots here. Again, I'm just going to put, I've got my little things here. I'll move the camera up a little bit so you guys can see. So I've got them in frame. I'm literally just going to stick them in the bag because it's quicker and easier for me. And then shake it up, essentially just like that. So I'm going to do that with all of them, and I'll show you guys once I'm done. Again, they don't have to be perfect, full to the top, because we're going to be refilling these guys, remember? They don't all have to be the same, and they all don't have to be perfect. Okay, done. And this, you just follow the same process as if you would in a tray. But now I do have the water here. What I am going to do, which I should have done with the other ones, is just give them a little bit of a spray each before I put a seed in. So I'm just waiting for the water to come out. Just a little spray in each of them, just to settle the dirt. And basically do that with all 6 that I have here. Okay, so that's that done with them. So now what do we want to plant now? So we basically got so many different chilies that we're growing this season. So we'll just pick up a chocolate jigsaw. So we'll do some chocolate jigsaws. If it wants to focus, it doesn't want to focus on me. Chocolate jigsaws anyway. So we're probably going to fill all 6 of these chocolate jigsaws with seeds. So again, each seed, you're just popping a seed into each of the little things. Try and get it in the middle if you can. That's why I have this little tool here. It helps out a lot. I can move my seeds and get them out of the bag easier. So I'm basically just going to move them into the middle, and then I can get into the bag too and just get the singular ones that I need, and then just slide them in there. It makes life so much easier. I got this little tool from Bunnings. It's been a massive help. So I got 2 in 1 there. So I'll just flick one there, and basically they've all got seeds in them now. Cover that up, and again we're just grabbing our seed raising mix, and again just a handful over each one. There, it's as simple as that. You don't want to compact it down because it makes it harder for the seed to actually sprout. So you're just literally covering the tops, and then you're going to spray each one. So basically that's all I'm doing. It's as simple as that. Now they're all done. Again, tag and spray and you're set to go. So these are chocolate jigsaws, but just spray and you're ready to go. And I do apologise for my dogs. Basically that's it. Put your tags in and you're ready to go again. Right guys, now, so jiffy pellets. This is my little trick with jiffy pellets. So I'm going to grab a few jiffy pellets. These are just jiffy pellets. They're pretty cheap. You're better off buying them online than from Bunnings. They're basically just core, and you put water in them and they expand into little like little miniature pots. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm just going to use this as an example. We're going to put all our jiffy pellets in. There's the seed way and the bottom way. So you want to put them seed way up. So say about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 10 here. Now this is my trick. Obviously you need water, but the hot water, so I've got a boiling kettle of hot water here, that speeds up the process. So basically what I want to do, I am going to do 1 cup, so I've just got a little measuring cup here, 1 cup of water to 2 cups of cold water, and that should speed up the process so they expand a lot quicker. So just try and get the hot water on top of them. So that's 1 cup of water. Now, it depends on how quick they go. This is a 2nd cup of just normal cold water. And you'll slowly start to see them expand. So let me just zoom the camera in here. You'll slowly start to see them expand, as you can see now. And just eyeball it, guys. Like, there's no right or wrong answer, but the hot water just speeds the process up so they expand a lot quicker. So move them around, do what you need to do. Again, if you want to add more hot water, because these guys are soaking it up a lot. If you want, even move them down there, because it needs to be a flat surface so they all soak up the water all together. There's no right or wrong answers here. Like I said, this was just a little tip that I've got, so I'm just going to add a little bit more hot water, so just under 1/2 cup, and I'm just lightly putting it all over the jiffies, because if you put too much on there it's just going to destroy them. And basically, you know, when they're ready, guys, they puff up and they look really cool. And another thing I do before I even put seeds in, I have my own sort of little way. It's personal preference, but these ones seem pretty big, so I don't think I will have to do them with these jiffy pellets. But basically, that's what they turn out like once they're all soaked, which means you need to get all the excess water out of them. You don't want to squeeze all the water out of them, but you want to squeeze most of it out. Otherwise, it's just going to be a damp piece of, like, dirt, in other words. So basically, what I do when I squeeze them out, I grab, see, you've got my hand here. Let me just zoom the camera out a little bit more, because we don't need it that zoomed in now. Focus. Alright, so basically all I'm doing, palm of my hand, you want to hold it and you're just squeezing. You're not squeezing too hard, you're just squeezing that excess water out. And basically that's what you're looking for. You want to do that with all your jiffy pellets. So again, I'm basically holding it like a cup, and I'm just pressing down and squeezing the sides whilst pressing down. Some are going to be a lot hotter than others, so you might want to wait before you start squeezing the excess water out. But again, we're not squeezing it so it's completely dry. We want to still have the moisture in there because we still have to spray our jiffy pellets every day. So I'm just going to squeeze the rest of these out and we'll get to putting our seeds in. So like I said, we don't have to have them completely drained out. And you will see, you can see the water in here, how much water they actually do take up. It's just amazing. I love how they just puff up. It looks really, really cool on camera too. And basically guys, we're just going to be doing this with all the jiffy pellets, and it's pretty much the same process as if you were using the pots or the biodegradable trays. So again, like, we've got a heap of water in there. I'm just going to pour that out and it's going to be all good to go. So again, I'm just going to leave that to the side because we don't need that anymore. And basically all we're going to be doing is the exact same thing we basically just done with all the other ones. This time I'm going to be planting some carboneros. We've got all our ones in there. So, and we've got a whole heap in the tent, which I'll show you guys later. But I'll cut here and I'll come back later after I finish doing all these jiffy pellets. So again, basically if you've got a jiffy pellet, I'll show you how I would put my pellets in. Some of them have full tops. As you can see with this one, it's a lot covered where this one's a lot open. So for the ones that are a lot covered, but I'd normally put 4 to 5 seeds in each jiffy pellet, but this year I'm going to try them just with 1 seed. But you get a better germ rate if you've got multiple in one thing. So basically if I was going to put 4 in this, I would literally, I'm just literally cutting the ends off. The ends of the actual netting that's around the jiffy pellet. I'm basically only cutting little tiny snips off it, and I'll show you what I mean. So if you are going to put 4 to 5 seeds in, it opens up like that. And then you can put your prospective holes in and then recover them and then spray them. But because I'm only putting 1 seed in each of these jiffy pellets, I'll show you what I do. This is why this thing that I got from Bunnings is a lifesaver. You basically, I've got a smaller one that I can use for holes too. So you basically just straight through, make the hole. You probably won't see it because it's dark. And then you basically just put your seeds in, cover up over the hole, and then just give it a light misting, and then it's ready to go into your greenhouse. So let me just get 1 seed out. I've got my seed straight into the jiffy pellet. And the good thing about these things from Bunnings is you can use them to recover that hole that you just made. Cover up the hole, get your spray bottle, a light mist, grab your name tag, and then just chuck your name tag in, and it's as simple as that. And you just do that with every jiffy pellet. So again, it is a lot harder with the jiffy pellets to get the tags in there, but you just need to wiggle it around a bit. And there you go, there's a carbonero, and that's just going into the mini greenhouse. And you basically do that with every jiffy pellet, and basically that's it. And then everything's ready to get put into the greenhouse, which I'll put them in once I've finished putting all my seeds in. But guys, that's just a quick rundown on how you would start seeds from scratch. But again, you got to wait till further in the video because it is all to do with a tent setup. So I'll see you guys in the next 5 minutes and we'll get this going. Alright guys, so by this point you should have all your seedlings all good. You should have all your jiffies in their little jiffy pellets. And this is a rough idea on what you will be looking at when it comes to your whole setup. So you're going to have them laid under a heat blanket with a light setup. So the lights you want to typically go for are a cool light white, or like a daylight kind of a light, or then you can get blue and red little LEDs, which I'll show you right now. So let me just turn the camera around and I will show you what I mean. So this is what I mean, guys. So you're gonna have all your seedlings all on a heat mat, just like this. And as you can see, I've finally put all my seeds in. So I've got a few different ones. I've got ones in my pot, and then ones in like the biodegradable things, and then I've got the ones in the jiffy pellets. Like I said, I leave on the mini greenhouse ones like that. So, and these are just awesome, these ones. And as you can see, I'm in for a good season. But guys, that's basically how you set up your seeds from, see, there's my light, and then all my messy cable. But yeah guys, you basically, all you need is a light and a heat mat and you're ready to go. That's as easy as it works. So basically you set it up, you like I do it on a bigger style of like a lot bigger setup, but you guys can simply just put all your seedlings in one of these and then put one of the greenhouse lids straight on top of it. It's as simple as that. You put it on a windowsill, you don't even need a heat and light setup. But this is just a quick setup for the guys that are unsure about setting up seedlings or whatnot. If you were to do it yourself and you wanted a lighting setup, this is the type of thing you would do. You'd use a heat mat with a lighting setup. I'll put all the specifications and that to the heat mat and all the lights in the description below so you guys know. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's a little how-to video. Hopefully it was helpful and I didn't blabber on too much, but I haven't seen many videos on YouTube on how to actually put seeds and grow them from seedlings with a heat and light setup. So I thought I'd just do a quick video. It's probably going to be more than a quick video on how I normally set up my season. But like I said, I have upgraded this season and got the big grow tent, but that's a rough idea on how I set up my chilies. And as they get bigger, you just transfer them into bigger pots. You can keep them in the tent until winter hits. Soon as until spring hits. Soon as spring hits, you can basically just go crazy with that. And I'll do some tips and tricks videos in the upcoming months when they start getting bigger. I'll do a few monthly videos on what the growth is like and whatnot. But guys, that's basically it for today. Thank you for watching another episode of Chem's Killer Sauces. If you like what you see, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. And then until I see you guys in the next one, stay killer.